Alright, hello everybody, this is Oxygen9 back with another First Impressions review. This is another first play on launch day. And Addy has played this game. I've played this game now. Perseus Titan Slayer came out this morning, guys. And when you first look at it, you're like, oh shit, this looks fucking cool as hell. Look at this shit, look at this combat, look how good the graphics are. Especially when you see the price tag and it's only $7.99 with a 10% discount its first week. So when I first saw this, I thought it was like an action RPG, because that's what it says right here, RPG action, and it does have all the, inventory and different perks and stuff like that. But guys, this is really nothing more than a really fancy Vampire Survivors-like game. And I'm going to go in and show you why I like it, but why I'm going to be refunding this game, and what I think the developer could do to make this game a lot more fun. And I'll be back to show you the game and what I think they could do to make this game way more fun. It's a pretty simple change, and we'll do that right after this. Alright, welcome back everybody. We launched the game. We get a loading bar here that thankfully loads really quick. The game comes in at about 5 or 5.5 gigabytes in size as far as the download. And this is what we got. So they advertise their other games on Steam. We come into options and you can, I think their music by default is like 50 and their volume's like at 100 by default. I turned it down here a little bit. A video here, you can do, I turn the shadows down just a little bit. Controls is abilities is one button, left mouse button to move, or WASD to move. Spacebar is your, basically like a, it's not a dive, it's just like a jump out of the way. Medusa is a R, I don't know what that is. Health potion, mana potion tied to F and G. Interact is E. I is inventory. And then again, there's your WASD. You can also play with a gamepad, and then display, looks like the highest resolution is 1920 by 1080. Motion blur by default is turned off, so well done to the developers for that. So let's go ahead, guys, and let's jump in. You have two choices. You can do a dungeon crawler, or you can do a survivor waves-based game mode. So if we just do the survivor waves-based game mode, and we load it here.
The oceans shall flood, and the mountains shall rumble. This is a promise of things that are yet to come.
Okay, so it gives you text, like in the air, telling you how to play, basically. So here's your attack. So I got a bow and arrow here with my guy. And that's what I got this morning when I played. So you also have a stash or a shards keeper here. And with this you can buy new abilities like your movement speed, your health speed, and stuff like that. When you get, it looks like, shards. So it costs 1,000 shards, it looks like, to buy a lot of stuff or more. So we can't do any of that. And I mean, this is kind of RPG style here. Can't break any pots or anything like that, so it seems. And then you come over the bridge here, and you'll have... Oh, we have a shopkeeper here where you can buy different elixirs, armor elixirs, artifact elixirs, etc. You start with 1,000 gold, and then you can buy stuff there like that. Enchantment, from enchantment you can enchant items. Okay, we're not going to be able to do that right now. And then I mean, there's a lot to this game, and then you have your equipment over in your inventory. So then you close out of that. We have some stuff in our chest here. Reward for nothing for just going across the bridge. And we got a bounty hunter. You hit E to collect stuff. And we see we got some Vanguard pants here. So if you right click, you will wear those. And then here is a gem. And you can't equip a gem, you gotta inscribe a gem onto like a weapon or something. So we're gonna go ahead and come in further in here. Addy played this game as well. Empty
I
weapon.
played the other version.
Yeah, she played the dungeon crawler, and it was kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
So you can equip different weapons here, so if I wanted to equip this sword, then I can do that. Okay, let's try this, because I tried the bow this morning. So then you come to the horse, and he'll take you to the battle scene. So once you get in this battle scene, again, this is not in the dungeon, this is in the open world, or wave-based thing. You activate this little thing here, and you're going to have your enemies. So then you're running from all these enemies here, trying to avoid them. You want to use your space to dodge them, like that. Cooldown's not very long on it. And this is where I'm talking about the game is like a Vampire Survivors-like game, guys. Your health will be seen in the bottom left in the orb there, kind of like very reminds me of like Diablo. We also have a one attack, so we'll try our one attack here. So like I said, guys, the game has really polished graphics. I really like the polished graphics on this. But my main problem with the game is that, at least in the wave killer, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. So you'll kill a wave, and they'll drop all this loot that you can pick up and equip the gear and everything like that, and all that's fun enough, but it gets really repetitive really quickly. I mean, in my opinion, way more repetitive than like any of the other Vampire Survivors-like game. So the polished graphics don't do a whole lot for this, in my opinion. And in my opinion, also, you see that the camera is really zoomed in, so it's really hard to see. Like, it's hard to see that I just ran into that other mob right there, for example. Which gives you a better view of all the polished graphics and the attacks and stuff like that, which is fine. But my problem here is that with the camera so close to the action, it's really hard to see what you're doing, as in so many of the other Vampire Survivor games that I honestly like a lot more. And my solution to this, or at least what I would like to see, is I would like to see this game where you have the camera attached behind your shoulder so that you always see in front of you. I think that if the developers would at least try putting the camera behind your character's shoulders so you can always see what's in front of you, I think that, I think that would help a lot. Or just zooming the camera out so we can have a better view. One of those two. I think that for this game, I like the action, I like the polished graphics, so I would love to see them try to see, the camera tied behind your camera's shoulder so you're always seeing in front of you. I think that would be the best option for this game, and I honestly think that would make this game way more fun. And I believe that's how, like, Grim Dawn. The graphics kind of remind me of Grim Dawn. And Grim Dawn, I believe, always ties the camera right behind your shoulders. And I just think that would make this game way more fun. Keep the same gameplay. Keep everything the same. Choose, this is where we get to choose, like, attack speed or movement speed or whatever. And then we get a different attack. And the graphics, like I said, the graphics are just super polished here. Now I hurt myself. And then we get a shopkeeper here, and we get a reward chest every time you beat a wave. So we choose one of these, and we got a weapon that we can equip, and then we go into our inventory and equip all the weapons that we want, that kind of thing. Oh, do I want this one? Do I want, put some boots on, put this charm on, etc. And then you can always destroy items for like 10% of their value by holding the middle mouse wheel in. So, I mean, this is all really, really cool. I personally just don't like the camera being so zoomed in and not being tied behind my character, because it's hard for me to see what, the waves and all the monsters and stuff like that. So that's my big gripe with the game, and it's going to be the reason why I'm refunding this game. I just don't find this game that much fun, simply because of that. I would much rather play one of the many Vampire Survivor games I've already reviewed on this channel, such as like Army of Ruin or Vampire Survivors or any of the others, over this, even though the graphics aren't near as polished as those games. So there it is, guys. You guys can let me know what you think, but this is my first look at this game, my first play on launch day. And with the way it is, it just doesn't do that much for me, guys. I'm going to give this game a... I mean, it's definitely not a miss or anything like that. It's definitely a game they put a lot of work into. But like I said, I would love to see them putting the camera right behind your controller. I think that would make a world of difference and make it at least way more fun for me. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. As it is, guys, I'm going to give this game a... I'll give it a 5 out of 6. It's a pretty good value at $8 if this is okay with you. And for the graphics, just because the graphics are so impressive and everything like that, and you do have all the nice RPG elements and all the inventory and everything like that, I'm going to go ahead and up my basic score to a 6 out of 10. But still, nothing to write home about, nothing that I'm going to recommend. So I'm giving this game out a 6 out of 10. So 6 out of 10, guys, nothing to write home about. Definitely not as extra as any gold or a badass game or anything like that, in my opinion. But then again, it's definitely not one of the worst games either. So be sure to comment down below. Let me know if this video has inspired you to go out and buy this game. And if you own this game, what you think of it, I would love to know. This has been Zach9. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.